Let's get lost in the moment, like we own it.
Yo, welcome. We are back once again. It's your boy Tino and Cash, man. You see my boy over there. We about to come back to you, man, with something very important, man. Another show. And today on this show, we're going to be talking about health on this show.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pass it to my homeboy and I'm going to let him break that thing down for you. What you got, Tino?
I would like to thank everybody for tuning in with us, and especially the men, because right now this is more so for y'all. So this one right here, man, this episode is going to be about health, energy, and aging gracefully. So again, health, energy, and aging gracefully. So when you think about that topic, and you think about, especially most of us as Black men, and I ain't gonna just say Black men, I'm gonna say men, but especially Black men, we don't take care of ourselves. That's a known fact. Men in general, we don't take care of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, this topic, we want to just kind of dive in. We're gonna take our time with it a little bit. And again, make sure y'all men get in the comments and be honest with yourself. Because what I've learned is when you put it on paper, and you read it, whether you do it or not, whether you make the advance or make the change or not, you at least see it. You know what I'm saying? And so if, God forbid, something happened, you can't say you didn't see it because you wrote it down. So let's get right into it. So the first one is how did your body change? Whether it's a funny truth or honest truth, or funny and honest truth. So I'll start with that one because I don't have much. My body never changed. I've been the same size, same weight since high school. So I've always wanted to gain some weight, kind of get up, trying to work out, jogging, lifting weights, doing whatever. Shit just don't work for me, dog. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all guys who are my size, who got some type of, what word can I say? Some type of, not inspiration, suggestion. If you got a suggestion that I can do to bulk up, because people say, oh, eat more. My metabolism ain't like that. I can eat as much as I want. I eat stuff that people can't eat all the time, and I never gain weight. So it that part don't matter. So I would say with the body changing, the only thing that's changed for me is my, I got a little peanut head. My head now probably got a little more peanutty, if that's a word. You know what I'm saying? That's about it, because the older you get, what I do know, the older you get, things do, it's different parts of the body that shrink up and it don't. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta read it. You gotta read into the lines with that one. So at the end of the day, I'm happy with where I'm at in life, and I feel like I can eat a little healthier because I do. I thought the other day I haven't had water in a while, and I'm just keeping it real with my brothers out there. I like my little double cup, and I like my juice, and I try not to drink too much soda, but still, you have to find a good water and drink it. But they was telling me, believe it, out of all the Dasanis and Aquafinas, all the waters people drink, the word is great value is better than all of them. The point is just drink some damn water. But I'm sorry, I've been rambling. How about yourself, bro?
Your body, some people's body do change on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Like them knees don't be the same. You know what I'm saying? It's just if you don't exercise, you're not exercising regularly. You going up some steps. You might be breathing a little harder. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely have to keep up with ourselves. As older as we get, and then with my wife being in the medical field, man, it's so much stories that I hear about different people, different men going through this and going through that or whatever, because they just never go to the doctor.
Correct.
They never go to the doctor. They scared. It's a fear. You know what I'm saying? It's a big fear And you know, man, I had that fear too, but I finally started going. And like, as soon as you start going, my brothers out there, man, you gonna feel, you know, once that you done pass that little line right there, you gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll start going more. You know, we as men, we're different than women. Than women on the come up, because you got to think about women. You know, they talk about everything they be going on with their bodies. You know, they talk about that from the mother starting with when the woman start a cycle and they going through different things. So they kind of like trained to go to the doctor and make sure they straight. My mama just turned well, now she'll be 77 on the 16th. Yeah, let's
Clap it
clap
up,
it up.
man.
Mama be
What?
77.
Well, I'm talking about, hey,
77.
and most of us men ain't making it there, but go ahead.
Mama be 77, man, and mama, I don't care if I told her she going to the goddamn doctor. She ready to see what's going on, you know, because she, you know, she just want to take care of herself. But yeah, we as men, I'm gonna end it like that. We as men, man, we just got to push it through, push past that fear, and go see the doctor.
That's about it, man. Hey, you can't put it no other way, bro. At the end of the day, we got to start taking care of ourselves. So that jumps right in. Is like, is there anything, and I'll throw this to you first, is there anything that you had to stop doing? And what we was talking about at that point was eating, whether it's, you know, eating habits, whether it's drinking, smoking habits, and, you know, late night certain things, because I mean, we all been young, you know, at a certain point in time and having a good time, and, you know, over the years, it's like, does your body take on certain things? You know what I'm saying? So is there, you know, things that you had to change that or stop doing, or that you're working on? Because sometimes it's easier said than done. So what anything you're working on?
Well, one thing, man, that I noticed about my eating, I mean, because we all know to eat you don't supposed to be eating late night and all that. We know if you're trying to get healthy, certain things that you got to eat or whatever. We know that, you know. But as far as the body changing, man, I used to love spicy food. I used to love it. I loved it. But now, man, I eat that spicy food, man, it have my stomach turning, man, going crazy, and I just be feeling crazy. So now, you know, for whatever reason, you know, man, I had some Popeye. Dog,
you are out of my head. I'm like, this nigga is putting a salt and battery on the bathroom. Go ahead.
Dog, listen, man, watch out, man.
That nigga see that spicy food, that toilet, like, oh hell no, he come.
Dog,
get out my way.
Listen, I had been wanting Popeyes for a minute, and the Popeyes where we stayed, that shit like 20 minutes away, so I don't never be eating it. So I finally went over there, got that spice, and whoever was back there, they must have slipped and put some extra spice on. I was killing it in the car. Boy, by the time I got back home, shit, I'm done with that, big baby.
Trash.
I'm done. Trash.
Hey, boy, I'm talking about, listen, at the end of the day, you know, you got to know, it's funny that people will do that even though they know. It's almost like, you know, one of my favorite foods was cereal. Oh my gosh, as a kid, that's all I ate. Nigga, that milk, either my body changed or the milk changed. But it ain't the same no more. You feel what I'm saying? So
right.
You
might be lactose. You lactose intolerant?
You know, hey, that bathroom ain't finna have it easy. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how, you know, and now let's take a quick break real quick. And and we'll come right back, because I know the next one gonna be, you know, something we gonna get into. But you know, we you know, just think about the things you had to stop eating or the things you had to stop doing. One thing, okay, we'll come right back, because I'm not finished with that one. I want to talk about the smoking and the drinking. So we'll be right back with more of the Tino Cash Show.
Yeah, my boy we got to be right back. My boy had a bowl of cereal. He got to get right. Yo,
I'll be right back. No,
let's
jump right back in, man. You know what I'm saying? You know,
health is wealth.
Health is wealth, man. Health, energy, and aging gracefully. So why is health a priority? Again, why is health a priority? Black men in general, why is health a priority? So I would say for me is because when you know there's history in your family, right? And you know that things are going on, you should. I feel great. I feel awesome. You know what I mean? But that don't mean I should not go get checked out just to make sure it gets some type of confirmation.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whether it's from way back when I guess they injected some people, African Americans, with something back in the day. I don't know the whole story, so I'm not gonna dive into that. But sometimes, man, people be nervous about going to get needles in their arm. You don't know what people getting, transfer of blood, doing all this type of stuff. Is that needle, you know what I mean, fresh? You don't know. You know what I mean? So it can be a fear. So, you know, now that we're getting older, we have to encourage each other's what is it? The colonoscopy?
Yeah, the colonoscopy. See, I ain't even think about that, bro. You just said that. I was just talking about the reason why men be scared, but I just thought about what you just said about the racism thing.
Right.
You know, more people die in the hospital, black people die in the hospital than getting killed on the streets.
Yeah, I mean, again, you know, at the end of the day, it's hold on 1 second. You know,
that's important.
Cut that out. You're gonna have to cut that out.
I got you.
Yeah, so yeah, I agree. Damn, boy, these goddamn, this one motherfucking fly, boy, I just can't catch him. I can't catch him. He fast as shit. But
that's a Jamaican fly.
Yeah, Jamaican fruit fly.
Fast, what?
But yeah, at the end of the day, man, you know, it's not about the race. Like you say, it's not about the race. It's not about the
it ain't about the status. If you're poor, you're rich, it ain't about none of that.
The circumstances we grew up in, it's about going to the hospital and really checking ourselves and just making sure we live, man. There's so many people, especially in the black race. My daughters always said that what they noticed when they grew up is it's always the black men who go first. And when I look around, even on my side of the family, on they mama's side of the family, it is. It's most of us. We leave first, and then the wife is either too old to want to do anything again as far as dating or move on with life. It could be like that, you know. So it's up to us to now start to try to be there as long as we can and taking care of ourselves. So anything else you got to say on that particular part?
Yeah, I got I got one thing to say.
Health is a priority, man.
So yeah, definitely a priority. So for the brothers out there that is like kind of fearful about going to the hospital, this is another alternative. What you can do, you can actually go get blood tests from your local CVS and all that stuff. You can find out what kind of blood test you want to get. You want to check your vitamins, your levels, all that good stuff. You're gonna have to do the research for that. But you can get your own blood test and you can get your own labs to test your blood. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you still need to go to the doctor, but that is a beginning stage of you not having to actually go into a doctor and still kind of know, okay, well, I know my blood level straight. This is straight, you know. But yeah, I just want to throw that out there. That's something that you fellas can do.
Well, how if a person don't know how to do that, what you know, they just go to Google or something and type in like self.
Yeah, you can go to you can
actually that information out.
Well, I know from my wife or whatever, but you could go to Google and you can say, I'm a 38-year-old man and I haven't been to the hospital, had checkups in a long time. What blood do I need? I need to get a blood test. Put what do I need to get checked when I go get a blood test to make sure that my heart and my liver, all my organs are intact. And it's going to tell you, because it's only certain types of blood tests, you know what I'm saying, that they do, and they has a bundle of different things in them. And Google going to tell you what type of blood test you need, and what you do, you take that to CVS, and they going to charge you about $125 to do the blood test, get the results back. Boom. At least you know something. And I don't want that to be don't if you do that, don't make that be another 5 years. Oh, I did that, so I ain't shit. I got me by 5 years. No, this is just to get you comfortable with knowing results about yourself before you go in front of these doctors. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. The last part is the mental side, the mental health side of being a grown man. I'm out here in the jungle real quick, so I got a couple of bugs flying around, but we're gonna get through it, man. Let me see, Bill. I'm trying to make Dollar Tree. Got him. Got his ass. Let's do it. So,
mental health.
The mental health side of being a grown man. Go ahead. You can have
man. Listen, mental health. I've dealt, and I'm also right now dealing with mental health issues, but I'm working through them. But mental health is one thing, man, that I mean we could talk for hours about this, but I'm gonna cut this short. Mental health is something that a lot of people, we're talking about men right now, a lot of men deal with that they don't talk about because other people can't understand it and they feel ashamed, they feel embarrassed about it or whatever, because I mean it's crazy when your mind thinking all this different stuff and you can't control your mind and you're so used to controlling your mind. But it's nothing wrong with getting help. It's nothing wrong with getting help. It's nothing wrong with going on. You could go on Facebook. They got groups where you can talk to other people. You can hear their experiences so you know that you're not alone, because mental health is serious. And a lot of men deal with mental health because of a lot of things they have to deal with in the house. They have to deal with outside of the house. You feel what I'm saying? And they don't never talk about it in the correct ways, and it ends up building up. Now you on the side of the bridge thinking about jumping off because there's so much pressure going on in your life. So it's nothing wrong with therapy. Black people, it's nothing wrong with therapy. Y'all say talk with, well, I'm gonna talk to God. Well, if you believe God gave the doctors the knowledge to be able to cut your ass open if something happened, or to save you if you be in a car wreck, believe that he gave doctors knowledge too to work on your mind, because your mind is a part of your body. Just like if your leg broke, your brain could be broke. So it's nothing wrong with going to therapy and talking to people, because you'll be surprised that a lot of people that has this mental illness thing going on, they think they're alone, but if a lot of us out here deal with that shit, there's a lot of people deal with it. So yeah, man, just go ahead, man. If you need to talk about something too, jump in the comments, and I might put my email out there where we can go back and forth. If I can help somebody, I definitely will help you, because I know what it's like. I've been dealing with a mental health issue since 2002. Since 2002, I've never been on medicine or whatever, but it's been a struggle. It's been ups and downs. It's been me doing this, herbs, all this different stuff to try to get my mind right, prayer, everything. But now I understand it, and now I'm conquering this thing. It's even me being on this show. It was a point in time where I couldn't even do this, what I'm doing right now, because my mind was just so here and there. But I thank God for where we at now. And yeah, like I said, reach out to me or reach out to a therapist. There's nothing wrong with it. It don't make you less of a man.
Damn. Okay, I'm ready. 5, 4. Make sure you cut all that other one out then. 3, 2. So yeah, as far as me, man, when it comes to the mental side of, health and being a grown man, I just try to now plug into, again, the reactions of what I'm not going to do as opposed to what I would have done. I think we spoke on this before.
Right.
It's all about trying to channel in to where your deepest moments. For me, because anything at any times, words get said, different things can happen to where all that part is mental health as far as like being a grown man, as far as my opinion. Now, I feel like definitely the black man has a lot of things that has, resonated in the past that kind of make us to where we're at today. And, even with the rap music, the hatred for each other, I feel like all that part of it is mental health side of it. That's just my point. You know what I mean? I think that, we could, like you say, spend hours on that. And maybe I'm not even in the right field right now, but I just think that there's so many different aspects of the mental health, whether it's whether it's some type of abuse, whether it's relationship, anything. It's so many different aspects that we could tap on that. So for me, it's just like, the mental health side of being a grown man is just knowing when, to move forward, when not to start, worry about different things. I mean, again, I just had something happen to me that I felt like had I just shut my mouth, had I stayed out of that shit, then I wouldn't be where I'm at today with certain people. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
and so I take on the responsibility for even saying something, because at the end of the day, it still didn't go how I thought it was going to go. You get what I'm saying? So,
but you learned something though, right? You learned something.
But it was affecting my mental health, because I thought this was going on, and I thought this was being done wrong. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But now I feel like now I look crazy. Even right now, I feel like I look crazy. You get what I'm saying? Because I was in a situation where I wasn't even in, jumped in a situation and then tried to do all this, things got misconstrued. And then now at the end of the day, it affected a lot of relationships. You know what I mean? And then it was all for nothing, because nothing worked out how I thought it was going to work out. Nothing worked out how. So if I would have just
not have good intentions though, did you have good intentions from the beginning?
Of course. Okay.
Well, you got to give yourself
if somebody
that.
tell me if somebody call me, if you call me and tell me you need me, I got your back, bro. I'm going to try to do my best to help you out. Now, if it comes to the situation the way I do what I do to try to help you and it backfires, that's on me. That's on me. Remember on the last episode, we talked about a time when your wife checked you and it's a funny situation or a real one. Remember I was telling you about being around certain people and doing things. This is way back, but all that stuff resonates. Even as you get older, you might drop the ball, but then, boom, it happens again. And now you looking crazy in the face, because it's like, I shouldn't have even got involved in that shit. I got involved in that shit. I just really wish I'd stayed out of it. So it's a mental part of me that I got to work on, as far as, not caring so much. I've been doing really good as PTP, which I had, PM, protecting my peace, PMP, protecting my peace. I had started saying that to myself, I'm going to protect my peace. But I fell off with that. You know what I mean? It's certain people, and that's another thing. You realize there's people out there who can trigger your, your emotions to where it'll put you in a situation where it'll have you in a bad situation. Get what I'm saying? And so even in 2026, I got to still learn it. I got to learn to say, if it ain't my wife, if it ain't my two kids, I really don't give a fuck. Damn. And with that being said, I ain't got nothing else on that, man. You got anything, man, before we get up out of here, bro?
Hey, we're going to stay learning till the day that we die, man. We students of the game. Shit.
So, and with that being said, man, it's the Tino and Cash Show. We're going to keep on hitting y'all with the next one. Make sure y'all tune in the next one. Next one, we're going to, this one right here, health, energy, aging, gracefully. Make sure y'all tell us what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, comment. The next one, I think this one going to be good too. Friendships and brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? And we'll dive into that. Friendships and brotherhood, because they can mean something different to everybody. Everything can be, put into different interpretations. So You know,
Right.
anything else you want to tell the people before we get up out of here, bro?
Nah, that's it, man. I'm out of here.
All right, man. Tino and Cash Show. Let's get it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.